Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Hagaduck3 and welcome to Tech Saturday episode 26, where today I'm giving you guys and gals a $700 AMD gaming PC. Now, if AMD is not your thing and you prefer Intel, I also have a $700 Intel gaming PC video you can check out right here. Or if you're watching this video on a mobile device, you could click the link in the description below, and I will also have links to this build in the description as well. With all that said, let's get started. For the CPU, I went with the FX8320. This is an 8-core processor clocked at 3.5 GHz. It uses the AM3 Plus socket and has a TDP of 125 watts. So I went with this CPU because, well, why not? For the price, you're getting a great CPU. Now, the CPU is not better than the i7, but for gaming, the CPU is great. And if you wanted to, you could also live stream with this CPU, or you can make some awesome YouTube videos with this CPU, all for only $149.99. Now for the motherboard, I went with the MSI 970A G43. This is an ATX motherboard that uses the AMD 970 chipset. It has 4 DIMM slots, and the max memory this board supports is 32 GB, and the max memory speed this board supports is 1866 MHz. This board does have RAID support. It supports Crossfire but not SLI, and it has 6 SATA 6GB ports and a USB 3.0 header. So this isn't the first time I've used this motherboard. I also used this motherboard in my last AMD build video, and the reasons why I chose this motherboard are the same. You're getting a lot of great features for the price, you've got a lot of room to upgrade down the road, and overall it's a great board that's only going to cost you $72.71. For the memory, I went with 2 sticks of Kingston Fury Red Series, so both sticks are 4 GB in capacity, so in total you're getting 8 GB of memory, and both sticks are clocked at 1866 MHz. So I don't have much to say about this memory, other than this memory is reliable. 8 GB is all you really need for gaming right now, and even though you probably won't see a big leap in performance having the extra 266 MHz, it's nice to at least know you have it, all for only $72.99. Now for the storage, I went with the Seagate Barracuda. This is a 1TB hard drive that spins at 7200 RPM. Now this is a pretty basic drive, but it should get the job done for you, and if you need to, you can also add another one of these drives for even more storage in the future, and this drive is only going to cost you $49.99. Now for everyone's favorite part of a PC build video, the graphics card. So for the graphics card, I went with the EVGA GeForce GTX 750 Ti. Long name. This is a 2 GB card that uses GDDR5 memory. It has a core clock of 1.18 GHz and a boost clock of 1.26 GHz. The TDP on this card is 60 watts, and for the ports, this card has 1 DVI-I dueling port, 1 DisplayPort, and 1 HDMI port. So one of the things I love about this card is that it delivers great gaming performance without needing to be plugged into a power supply. Now, that's awesome. Now with this card, you should be able to push out Ultra on most games, but on some games you will need to turn the settings down to high, but that's okay because you'll be getting a great gaming experience, all for only $139.99. Moving on to the power supply, I went with the Corsair Builder. This is a 750 watt power supply that is non-modular and is 80 plus bronze certified. So I know with this build, 750 watts is kind of an overkill. But I only went with 750 watts because I wanted to make sure you guys and gals could upgrade your PC freely without having to worry about getting another power supply down the road, and this power supply is only going to cost you $89.99. Last but not least, the case. So for the case, I went with the BitPhoenix Merc Alpha. This is an ATX mid-tower case that has 2 front panel USB 2.0 ports, 2 front panel USB 3.0 ports, 3 external 5.25 inch bays, 1 external 3.5 inch bay, 6 internal 3.5 inch bays, 1 internal 2.5 inch bay, and the maximum GPU length in this case is 10.63 inches, but if you take out the drive cages, that gets bumped up to 12.60 inches. So, why did I choose this case? Was it the price? The design? The company? Well, if you said all of the above, then congrats! You win! I love BitPhoenix, they make awesome cases, and this one is no exception. It's an awesome looking case for the awesome price of $34.99. And that is the build, so the estimated wattage that this machine will be using is 284 watts, and if you would like to purchase the hardware of this build without a copy of Windows included, your final price is $610.64, And if you would like to purchase the hardware and a copy of Windows 7, your final price is $705.62. Or if you would like to purchase a copy of Windows 8.1 instead, your final price is $710.62. And as always, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you hated it, and that is it, and I will see you all in my next video. This is your boy Hagaduck3, and I'm out. God bless.